In this session, we're going to see how to use the distributive property to multiply a monomial times a binomial. Let's check out our helpful hint. To help with accuracy, you may find it easier to use the commutative property of multiplication and rewrite the problem with the monomial on the left side of the parentheses. Remember to consider the following. If a variable does not have an exponent, then the exponent is understood to be 1. Multiply both terms inside the parentheses by the monomial. Now let's work a problem. We have the binomial 3x squared minus 5x times 6x cubed. Some students find it easier to write the monomial on the left side, so that's what we're going to do. If you see that you're forgetting to include one of the terms of the binomial, I highly recommend you write some arrows. This is your plan. Your plan is to multiply the monomial times the first term and the second term. So now let's complete that step. 6x cubed times 3x squared. And we're going to add that to 6x cubed times a minus 5x. As you do more problems, you may be able to do this step mentally and this step mentally. But if you see you're making sign errors or multiplication errors, I highly recommend you write out this step. Now we multiply the coefficients first, then the variable part. So we have 18 and x cubed times x squared. The product rule says we add exponents, so that's what we're going to do. Now here we have x cubed and we have no exponent on the x, but the exponent is understood to be 1. And I find that students like writing that exponent there. It helps them remember that they have to add this 1 to the 3 when they multiply the variable part of the expression. So we have minus 30 for our numerical part, and x cubed times x to the 1. The product rule says you add exponents, and you get x to the 4. Now we have 18x to the 5 plus a negative 30x to the 4, which we can simplify down by writing minus 30x to the 4 as our second term, and 18x to the 5 minus 30x to the 4, because plus minus is subtraction. Now remember, write out your steps carefully. Multiply the monomial on the left side if you need to. Write the arrows if it helps you remember, and write the 1 on the exponent. If any of these things help you get the problem right, try a few problems using them.